My name is Justin Oliveris, and I'm a tutor at VC and tutoring math. Today we're going to talk about multiplying fractions, and there's two examples here. One's a basic one, just two fractions, numerator, denominator. The other one's a mixed fraction, so we'll see two different types. So the first one is 2/5 multiplied by 7/11. So when we're multiplying fractions, all we do is we multiply the numerator times the numerator and put that over the denominator times the denominator. So first problem is just 2 multiplied by 7 over 5 multiplied by 11. And 2 times 7 is just 14. And 5 times 11 is 55. That's it. We could go further if these were reducible by a common term, but they're not. In order to multiply fractions, they need to not be in the whole number form, or a mixed fraction. So what we need to do is make this an improper fraction, and an improper fraction is where you have the numerator larger than the denominator. So we need to convert this. So what we do is we take this 9 and we multiply it by 2, and then we add the numerator. So 2 times 9 is 18, and then we add 1, so that gives us 19, and that's over 9. Keep the same original denominator, and we just copy down the second fraction, which is 6 over 7. Here's an example where we have common terms. 6 and 9, they're both have a common factor of 3, so we can cancel. We'll just rewrite this as 19 times 3 times 2, and this 3 times 2 is just this 6. 19 is a prime number, so there's no common factors. 9 is 3 times 3, and then times this 7. So now we look for anything that's the same on top and the same on the bottom. We happen to have a 3 and a 3 here, so we can cancel those. So now we are left with 1s in those places, and we just multiply straight across. 19 times 1 is 19, multiplied by 2 is 38. And what are we left with on the bottom? We are left with 1 times 3, which is 3, times 7, which is 21. This is the correct answer, but we should put it back in the mixed fraction form because we were given that in our original problem. So one way to do so is just simple division. 21 goes into 38 one time. Subtract 21. Our remainder is 17. So our answer, 38/21, will be 1, which is this one. Our remainder is 17, and we put it over 21. So let's just see. 4/9 multiplied by 7/8. So we can tell that this numerator and this denominator both have a common term, and that term would be 4. So before we even multiply, we could just write 4 times 7 divided by 9 multiplied by, well, what's 8? 8 is 4 times 2. So since there's a 4 in the numerator and a 4 in the denominator, we can cancel 1 out there and 1 out there. So now the multiplication is a little bit easier. So now this becomes a 1. So 1 times 7 is just 7. And 9 times 2 is just 18. So you could either do the cancellation before you multiply, which I think is easier because the numbers are smaller and it's always easier to work with smaller numbers, or you could wait till you get your final answer, then reduce. So whichever your preference is.